Come on, don't die on me.
This can't be happening.
Already? Oh, they gotta go for the kill.
It hurts.
Come on, yo. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna do Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans Season 2, Episode 7. On the last episode, Arbrow, McGillis, and the Earth Branch of Tekkadan are going at it. What seems like to be a planned out war, led by Mosa and the ridiculous rat, Ridishi. Looks like Aston and Takaki are in a bit of trouble as they're the ones who are trying to lead the Earth Branch of Tekkadan to victory, but it looks like they're running in circles. And the fact that Mosa looks like a leader to Aston and everyone else, they're kind of following in the footsteps of what he says to do. And because of that, a lot of disarray is happening. Long story short, we're just gonna jump right into this episode. I already know there's gonna be a lot of action. We're still waiting for the Mars branch of Tekkadan to arrive. So Orga and August and the rest of the crew are literally on the brink of Earth. Like, they just can't enter the atmosphere. And because of that, they're just watching on the sidelines as the war continues down below. I just can't wait to see what happens next. All right, here we go. Straight busting. Yikes, he uses him as a shield. So you can tell he has way more battle experience than everyone else on this field. Look at that. I wouldn't expect nothing less from this guy though.
General, let's reduce the enemy's forces a bit more.
Damn, dude, just going straight for it.
This chaos drag on any longer. I found him.
That's him, all right.
If we can take him out, this
I don't know, man. That's fucking McGillis.
Takaki, let's do it like always. Aston, me up front and you in back. If we do it like we always do, we'll win. We're going back to Fuka together, remember?
No! So many death flags!
Together.
Together, no! Don't get too
Promise.
As promised. Ah, promises, togetherness. They're all gonna die. Is that Mosa? I knew he was gonna get hit as soon as he finished saying that. Whose side is this guy on? What the hell? Okay, come on. Ooh, look at that. That was clean. Yep, here we go. Front and back. Let's do it.
Attack when I say. Attention, Tekkadan pilots. Are you acting on your boss's orders?
Yes!
Asking if these are Orga Itsuka's orders. They are.
No, they're not.
And you're positive that the order to kill me came directly from him. I want to know whose directions you're fighting under. Don't listen, Takaki.
Finally.
If we kill him, the war will end. That's right. If I defeat you, Aston and I can go home together! Takaki!
Come on, dude.
I'm the one who's supposed to be up front!
Already messing up the plan.
You're no match for this guy alone!
Fall back. He's going at it though. He got heart.
After we're done, we can go home!
Takaki. Ooh, he knocked the sword out of his head. Damn it, right in the armor. Yikes. Jump back, get out of there. Oh my god.
I'm risking my life, just like you.
Shit.
Aston, no! Like I said, what? I'm the one up front, and you're behind.
You better not.
That's what works best for us.
Good boy. Just like an obedient dog.
Come on. Damn it.
What the hell?
Yes! Finally! Finally! Finally!
The Barbados.
Barbados.
Lucky you.
They're the Martian guys that we were trying to stall up in orbit. Order, sir. We're pulling out. Make sure to tell the guys back at the camp, too.
Hey, come back!
Smoke grenade.
Aston!
Aston.
Hold on, Aston!
Fuck.
I'll get you out of there! No. You've done enough. What are you talking about? Oh my god. Aston, don't die! I was only able to make it here on Earth because you were always there for me.
Wow.
I was so afraid that I wouldn't be able to make Fuka happy away from Mars. But I was able to overcome that fear because you were by my side. Because you were one of my best friends. I don't feel that way. Meeting you and Fuka, I wish it had never happened.
What?
It's impossible for a human to breed, survive with feelings. Even if a friend got killed, you'd be crushed if you let yourself mourn them. We lived by pushing our emotions down into the depths of our souls.
He has feelings.
Aston. Because now I have to die.
No.
And I wish I didn't have to go. Still, thank you.
I knew that was gonna happen, man.
What do you mean you can't reach Galan Mosa? What's going on out there?
They up and left, and Takagi still hasn't come back. We're also getting reports that the Barbatos has been spotted.
Fuck yes, your ass is grass.
The Barbatos? Get confirmation immediately. There's something you want to tell us?
Yes. Finally, they got onto this guy.
I'd like to know why the hell you haven't been answering any calls from Mars. Mikazuki and the others are on the battlefield. We'll know everything soon enough.
You have to believe me. This was all Galan Mosa's idea. Deputy Boss, there's a call from Miss Lofter.
Put her through.
Eugene?
So how's it going over there?
The fighting has died down for now.
That's good news.
I hate to say, but that's about the only good news I have. Lost a lot of Tekadon members over the past month.
Like I told you, I was just following my orders.
And the worst part is, Aston was just killed in battle.
Wow.
He died protecting Takagi.
Where the hell is this Galan bastard?
I don't know. If he's not on the battlefield... No, wait. He has a few places across the border in SAU territory.
And why would you know that?
Exactly.
As soon as we're done with him, we're coming for you.
We'll head out to sea and then travel to the African Union by boat. We didn't manage to kill McGillis, but I'm sure Rusta will be able to handle things from here. Captain? Now we act like good mercenaries and find our next battle.
Yeah.
Forces? Which side? Arbor or the SAU?
We'll find out later. Prepare for battle. They found us here. If this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
Okay, let's see what's going on here.
They're everywhere. Spread out before they surround us. You know where to meet.
Yes, sir. They're here. Follow my lead and do your best to keep up. And try not to push yourself.
Let's do it.
I can fight too.
I don't know, man. How much training do you have? You just got in the mobile suit and just... There's the devil.
Crap! Who the hell are these guys? No one else is here yet.
Oh, he wants blood now.
Are you Galan Mosa?
If I say no, are you gonna let me leave in peace?
Alright, come on. He's got to get payback for Austin.
Dangerous thing.
He doesn't care. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty sick. Come on, don't die on me.
This can't be happening.
Already? Oh, they gotta go for the kill.
It hurts.
Come on, yo.
Scared.
Are you serious? Come on, you gotta avenge your brother.
Stay back. Wait.
Come on. No. You gotta get back in there and fight. Oh, shit.
I won't let myself get caught.
This is a move.
Your attacks are driven by personal feelings. Have you lost someone close to you?
Ooh, multiple hands, baby. God damn.
You're perfectly decent as a human being.
Oh, he's not even gonna let you finish.
Battlefield, it's always the decent ones who die first.
Then it's a good thing that you seem pretty decent.
Ooh, like a...
You'll meet the same fate as me. So long, kid.
No.
Sorry, Rustle.
Damn.
I
did it to protect Tekkadan. Try explaining to me why you had a personal contract with him. It was to...
Kill him!
Stuff, you're fidgeting.
What's the point in talking to this guy? I say we just...
Hold on. I want to talk with him first. I'm the one Mr. Chad left in charge.
I fucked up.
So let me be the one to handle this.
I like how August's like, dude, I got the strap right here, man.
Mikazuki, what are you...
That's what I'm talking about.
Why did he ask us to clear the room like that?
He's gonna kill him.
I mean, I just can't imagine Takaki killing anyone.
Don't know what went on down here.
Should we go in and stop him?
Leave him be.
I agree. It's Takaki's call to make.
Takaki already told us to let him handle things. However he decides to do it, I'll support him to the end.
Damn, it's family right there.
I knew it. Thank you, Mr. Takaki.
He's gonna blow your brains out, bruh.
DJ, how could you repeatedly lie to us? I only did what I thought was necessary. I wanted to protect you and the Earth Branch. I merely took the most logical course of action.
Take the safety off.
Takaki, this is Earth, not Mars. Even if Mr. Orga had given us instructions, he's too far removed from the action. Ultimately, the only thing we could do is evaluate each situation for ourselves and make our own decisions. You're right.
He's gonna shoot you!
And I've decided.
God damn!
Did you hear something just now? It was probably nothing. Anyway, you're a bona fide mobile suit pilot now. Congratulations, Hush. Huh? What's with you? Hey, Zach. Huh? Give us a hand over here. I want to move up in the world, too.
I know, right?
This feeling sucks. To realize how powerless you are. He and I are completely different. And it has nothing to do with the Alea Vignana.
Well, being able to accurately assess the situation you find yourself in is probably one of the natural talents of a good pilot. What's wrong?
I'm just surprised because I've never heard you say that many words before. Who were these guys?
An organization under the influence of Rustle. But any proof of that has now been reduced to ashes. Which reminds me, I forgot to thank you. When you and your Barbato saved my life during the battle, it was like watching a scene from the legend of Agnika Kairu. He was the man who founded Gallarhorn.
The bearded gentleman is...
Dead.
He's the strongest man I know. And he's so kind.
Julieta, you must not mourn his death.
Master Rustle.
The man you speak of never existed. To assist with my activities in secret, he sacrificed his family, affiliations, and even his name. Mourning the death of a man who never existed means trampling on the wishes of someone who did such great things for us.
Wow. He has to tell her the truth, man. Damn, this is waking up.
Takaki!
Where's Aston?
Takaki, did you come back alone?
I know it.
And where's Aston? No.
And so, this nameless war of ours came to an end.
Well, that was the end of episode 7. It looks like the nameless war is over. Takaki Uno is alive, but Aston is dead. I didn't think Golan was going to die like that. I thought his self-destruction in the end was a way to take out Akihiro. But literally, it was just to take out all the documents and system information and background information that he had on his Gundam. I'm so glad that August was able to make it there in time and save McGillis, because McGillis was going to die. And it was kind of crazy, because McGillis was like, yo, Earth Branch of Tekkadan, do you guys even know why you're fighting? Do you guys even know who you're taking orders from? Did Orga give you these orders? They didn't really have a clear answer for that. And it is kind of tricky because when you're in a war situation, of course, the enemy can say stuff like that to get you riled up and be like, wait a minute, second guess yourself. So Aston's idea was to attack him, be like, no, he's the enemy, of course not. Don't listen to him. That's why I was confused. I was like, why is Earth Branch fighting like McGillis? But it's because they didn't have that information. If you look in the other episodes before, Orga actually went up to Mars, and he talked to McGillis, and he talked to them, and he set up that branch and like that camaraderie, like that team. They set up the team to work together. But I guess the Earth branch didn't get that memo. Hush got his chance to shine in the Gundam, and just like anybody who starts something new super cocky without actually doing the work, because I didn't see him do any training. He was just thrown in the battle. He pretty much froze and was willing to accept death. And even at the, right before, he wasn't even willing to accept death. Right before he was about to die, he said, I'm scared. And August came in there and saved his ass and told him to stand back. And he watched as August flew off to go fight. Like, I guess Hush doesn't have it in him to be straight up, like, I don't know what he has in him. Like, he just couldn't fight. But he's been training on mobile workers all this time. So I was surprised that he kind of froze up like that. Like, he do realize, like, he's fighting to kill or be killed in a Gundam. And I guess, you know, working the machine is definitely different than fighting hand to hand, and maybe working on a mobile suit and like those mobile workers is definitely different. But at the same time, like, he should have been more prepared to actually know what he was going into. Situational awareness is something that is very useful to him, because he realized, hey, maybe I can't do this shit. Maybe I am just a useless brat. But I don't know. I mean, I know that was just his first time in battle. That was his first like actual real hand-to-hand fight where his life was on the line. So I know that he'll get better in time. I hope to see more of Hush in the Gundam suits, but I don't want him to die senseless death. Aston risking his life to protect Takaki was super dope. I like how Takaki was like, no, we gotta go home, so I'm gonna kill McGillis so we can go home and end this. That would have been some super crazy shit if they actually did kill McGillis. But once he was in trouble and McGillis was gonna end Takaki's life, Aston just jumped in the way and took the blow for him. I guess one of the saddest things about that moment was that Aston realized, you know, if he was still human debris and if he still believed in being a human debris, he wouldn't have risked his life like that. He wouldn't have had feelings. He might have watched them die. I mean, he might have jumped in. I don't know. But at the same time, it wouldn't be because of his feelings. It would be because this is just fact. Like, this is how war is. People go to war and they die. They have a purpose. I mean, Gon was saying they're just dogs. You pet them on the head and like give them orders and they just follow it. They just follow who's leading command. But I think at that instant, like, he knew to protect Takaki because of his family, because he wanted Takaki to go home. One of them had to go home. And I think that's very brave. But it was so sad to see him die like that. And then August was just looking in his Gundam like, Takaki, I know that pain, man. I know that pain. And Takaki was just screaming and crying. Damn, dude. All because of a misunderstanding, because Golan played him like a fiddle. And Ridishi is a beast. Like, I mean, of course he's gonna lie and try to wiggle his way out of things. I mean, he called them human debris. He called them trash. He treated Tekken and the kids like they're beneath him. And at the end of the day, I guess we are led to believe that Takaki killed Ridishi. Like, he was left alone in the room, and August, Akihiro, and Eugene was like, yo, what do we do? And there's all like, we're just gonna leave it up to Takaki. Like, he's the leader of the Earth branch until Chad comes back, and Chad's in the hospital. So whatever Takaki decides, that's what's gonna happen. So, I mean, he killed Ridishi is pretty much the reason why all of Aston, along with other Earth branch members of Tekken, are dead, because of his doings, because of his selfishness. So Takaki just pulled the trigger. I like how Austin just like, dude, here, take the gun, do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do. You know what to do. And then he just did it. He just shot him. Damn, dude, that was only episode 7. Episode 7. And the fight scene between Akihiro and Golan Moso was fucking dope. Like, I like how they, like, I don't know, like, I always imagine Gundams on, like, rollerblades. That's, like, how they go so fast. But, of course, they use the jet engines, too. And they just, like, screaming across the streets and stuff like that. But, of course, Akihiro was, like, infueled by rage. Like, that was his fuel. That was pumping him up. Because Aston died. Another member of Tekken is dead senselessly because of some guy named Golan. And Akihiro was like, I'm going to take revenge. And literally, he didn't fall for any of his traps. Like, he is an experienced fighter. I'm just so glad that when Mosa decided to self-destruct, Akihiro was not damaged at all. It probably wasn't even meant to kill. It was just, that self-destruction was just meant to destroy the Gundam and whoever's inside. But I'm so glad Akihiro just stood there and just took it like a boss. And, man, he avenged Aston. But I didn't want Aston to die because he looked like he had a change of heart. Like, he was a heartless dude. And he, of course, if you remember, like, he wasn't even an original member of Tekken. In the first season, he was part of the group that were killing Tekken members because he was human debris, but he wasn't of the Tekken variety. I guess he was just, because around this time, there's a lot of kids that are, like, treated like that. So he was just another orphan boy who was trained for war. Because of Orga's, like, help and invitation, Orga offered them, like, food and shelter as long as they joined Tekken and they swear by them. And Aston did. But he knows from his experience, like, you're not supposed to get attached to anybody. Because when they can betray you, or they can just, you know, they can die. And you have to live on. But with the friendship with Takaki, he was able to do that. And to see Akihiro avenge Aston, like some guy that was literally human debris from a different life, but still shared the same experiences. Like, just to see him grow, like, that was dope for Akihiro to do that. And it was kind of sad to see Aston die, because it looked like he was becoming a human. He wasn't just human debris anymore. He was becoming human. He had a family. He had food. He had people who actually cared about him. And I think that was a really big thing, because when you're human debris, you kind of have to fend for yourself. And you might have comrades, but at the same time, like, they don't really care about you. They just care about getting the mission done and surviving. But he actually had people that wanted to see him come home. And I think that was the biggest takeaway from this whole thing. That was a good episode. That was a good little mini series within this. We still got a lot more episodes to go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm really sad that Aston is gone, because he was dope. He was hella dope, man. I really liked his development. It was only like 3 or 4 episodes, but I really liked his development. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and thank you guys for hanging in there. All right, bye.